Good morning, folks. This is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor, and today we're going to make some miniature figures. It's going to be a mother and child, and this was requested by Electrocat and Luther, and so we're going to be using possibly a couple of sculpting tools. This is a ball tool, and maybe we'll have them on hand. I'm not sure how much we're going to use them, but maybe a wood tool like this and wood tool like this. It's good to have one with a nice sharp edge like that. And a cup of water. I have a can of water here. A couple small paintbrushes like this. And you can also use a little bit of alcohol cut with water 50-50 if you want to do that. We'll also be using Reflex Pigments and Antique Bronze and Reflex Violet. And we're going to start off with a ball like this. Now, before you start, you want to knead it for a while and get it conditioned. This is Sculpey 3. I'm using the color black because the finishes look really good on the color black, the Reflex Pigments. So once you have a ball, we're going to start rolling it between our fingers like this. And this is what this is doing here is it's creating like a head here, and a neck. Just roll that. And when it starts to thin out a little bit, you can take your fingers and kind of squeeze here and just make it like an oval shape. So one will be kind of a bigger shape for the mother's head and a smaller shape for the baby's head. Like that. I'm getting a shape like this. I think I'm going to roll a little bit more here and make the neck a little bit skinnier, longer. And start to get them looking at each other. Kind of like that. And if you have a nice flat surface to work on, this yogurt lid, you can sort of twist it in down towards the base there, towards the lid, and kind of flatten it out on the bottom. You can take another ball of clay and squeeze it like this to make it nice and thin. And this would be for like the robe, so to speak. And I want this to be very thin. It's pretty thin, as you can see. You can also stretch it a little bit just by kind of pulling on it. Let's see how it fits on there. Like that. So it looks something like that. So what you do is you take it off there And you take a sharp tool like this one here and just score it. It'll just make a stronger bond between the parts. It's really a pretty easy project. Just form this around the mom's head and around the baby's head. And push it into the table, into the base or the board that you're working on, so it stands up on its own. What you can do also is you can take another piece of clay, like maybe a ball like this. Again, you want to knead it by just squeezing it, pulling on it, twisting it. And you can roll it into a ball. And you can press that with kind of a twisting motion on your yogurt lid or whatever you're using. And decide where you want to put this. Would be like a little base to hold it. So decide where you want to put it. Like that, maybe. And you take your tool and you score this really good. So it's going to be a nice sturdy bond between that and the base. Score the top of this. And then just press it in and twist and push down a little bit. It's a nice sturdy bond. It'll stick a little bit, and just pull it off and make sure that it's not sticking and standing up on, that it's able to stand up on its own. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So that's kind of how it looks. And then you can take a brush with a little bit of water on. What I recommend doing is taking most of the water off. You can just squeeze it off with your fingers, and you can smooth it like that. It's okay to have a little bit of alcohol mixed in. That'll help a little bit. There you go, like that. And then what you can do is get your pearl-etched pigments. I put them in a lid usually. It just makes it a little bit easier to get to them. Get to it. I get a little bit of water on my brush because it just helps it go on a little bit better. And I get some on my brush, and then I dab it off a little bit and just paint it on. That's a very pretty finish, as you can see. A little bit more, dab it off, put on the baby's head. It looks like that. And then I think I also will put on the base, And on the bottom. Then you can clean it off really good, like on a rag or something like that. Clean the brush off really good. Maybe dip it in water a couple times and use a rag and get it nice and clean. And then we'll get some Reflex Violet, also in the lid. And a little bit of water. Put it in the Reflex Violet. Dab it off, and isn't that pretty? It's a really fun, simple project, and it's a very pretty little image, Great Mother's Day gift and anytime gift, really. But moms will love it for sure. And then what you can do is you can get a little bit of antique bronze and get it on your finger like this. And swirl it with your thumb a little bit so it looks like that, and kind of put it around the edge here. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Very easy, fun. Just takes a little bit of time. And you can take more time to smooth and make it really, pristine. So that's about it. Hope you like this video. You can send me a picture. My email address is in the About section on my channel page at Jake Folger. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, baking, yes. To bake, you preheat your oven to 275 degrees. Put it on an oven-safe dish. Put it in the oven and bake it for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch thickness of clay. So if, let's say, the thickest part is maybe 1 inch, you would bake it for 1 hour. And then turn off the oven, open the door, and just let it sit there and cool until it's completely cool, and then you can take it out and enjoy it. And that's it. Very simple, very fun. Makes a pretty little piece. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.